on a cooldown phase and going back to 600K. Now, you will see this very often, this pattern of a token launching, flying up high, going back down, and then, slowly or quickly already going to 10, 20. So what's going on, you guys? This is my first YouTube video, and I decided to make this because I have so many people asking me in DMs how I do my due diligence, how I choose the tokens to ape in, how do I make my calls. I have a TG group where I call, I have an Instagram, I have Twitter, and I'm really active with Memecoins. And a lot of my calls are good calls. Not every single one, truth be told. Not all my calls are insider calls, but my calls are also not guesses. A lot of the times, I've been in this game for 3 years now, since 2021. I've seen all kinds of meme coins, I've seen all kinds of charts, and when I make a call, for my people, I check out the chart, I see how, sure I am that this is the right call to make, and then I make it. And I had a really good call, what I think is really good, because first of all, it went up. It wasn't anything crazy, it was 3x from the call, but it was something I haven't thought it I haven't had a second thought about. I saw it, I understood that the meme was good, I saw the chart, and it wasn't even about the meme. It was perfect, but it was mostly about the chart. And in this video, I'm gonna explain how you using charts can understand if this is a good token or not a good token. And the secret behind it is every single token that goes to millions, truthfully, in 98% of cases, has a market maker and the team has money. So organic tokens, they don't really pump, and I'll also explain why in this video. But if you want to see something that goes to 5, 10 million, 100, a billion, there's always a market maker behind it, because organic charts don't work. I'm here to break, someone's fantasies that, you can just CTO something, you can just create memes, and then we're all going to the moon. It does not work that way. There's someone controlling it to make it go to the moon. If you launch a rocket with no driver, the rocket is just gonna go up and then just fall back down because you're gonna lose control. You need someone in control to hold the trajectory to the moon. And yeah, Jorkin, in my opinion, is one of the best examples. Here, I'll explain why it's so. A lot of people, ask me, they're like, I see this really good meme, I ape in, and then I get wrecked, Number one tip that I can give you right now before we even get into things is do not buy tokens on pump fund before they launch. Yeah, there's some percentage of wins you will get. It seems very easy to make X's from there. It's very easy to think you can enter at 20K market cap, sell at 200K, and that's 10x. Holy man. But there's actually, if you actually want to make money reliably, you have to wait longer, you have to see what's going on, and you have to invest smart. Making 2, 3, 5x per token reliably is much better than aping 20K market cap pump funds and then being wrecked 8 out of 10 times. But everyone has their own strategy. Some people actually make money doing that. Maybe I'm just not as good at that, but I'm here to explain my strategy. And if you want to reliably make money, or, it's not 100% reliable, of course, but it eliminates a big chance of you just straight up getting rugged. So Jorkin, here we have the chart of Jorkin. Let's see what actually happened here. So it launched right here. A couple of hours later, it hit an all-time high of 2.5 million before, going on a cooldown phase and going back to 600K. Now, you will see this very often, this pattern of a token launching, flying up high, going back down, and then, slowly or quickly already going to 10, 20, 30 million. So, there's some very rare cases, depending on the meme and how viral it goes, that it can come out and go, straight to 100 million. But most of the meme tokens you're gonna see that, go to 5, 10 million. This is the pattern you're gonna notice very often. They come out, they pump, and this is a setup made by MARKETMAKER. Now, why was it done here, specifically with Jorkin, when it came out to the 2.5 million and back down? And why I've made the call of making a call on this token for my community. They were creating a pattern on the chart. And why do market makers even create patterns on charts? It's very simple. It's because there's a lot of traders, most traders actually, they think, that they're very smart. They can see some patterns on the chart. If the token has went, according to Fibonacci minus 80%, then this is a good entry zone. And then when it goes up here, this is a good zone to sell. We have resistance here, we have support here. Yes, but all of that is done by market makers because they know that that's how people trade, and they manipulate you. And it's not malicious, by the way. It's not, to scam you. It is how you build foundation. It is how you create key levels. That's how you create floors. And that's how you make sure that the chart does not look like a pump and dump. So what happened here after it went on a cooldown? Actually, let's see what figure they've ended up making. So at the end here, before actually breaking out and going to 8 million, we can see that what they've done is actually a pattern called ascending triangle, which is bullish. Let me draw it nicely here so you can see. So yeah, we have our first all-time high basically. Then the token ends up going down. It bounces off right at the perfect line, up, bounces again, goes up, bounce, up, and then here at the end of the triangle there's a breakout, and we go to the moon. And this is specifically the reason why I've called it. I've made the call. I've entered a little earlier, but I usually do not make a call right when I enter because sometimes I gamble. If I see that there's signs of there being market maker, of there's being a serious team, it's not 100% yet, it's not an 80% yet, let's say it's around 30%. I ape in, but I'm not calling it yet because anything can still happen. But I already want to make some money. I have a big portfolio. I can, I'm allowed to do it. The place where I've made the call is about 1.9, 1.8 million right here, right before the breakout. And the reason is specifically because I saw this ascending triangle. And this is a big, big sign that there is a market maker behind it, because these kind of patterns do not come out organically. If you just leave an organic chart, what ends up happening is the chart goes up, well, there's buyers, well, there's FOMO, then, buyers are exhausted. The team doesn't know what to do. They bought all the calls in the market already. Everybody called them. They don't know what else to do. So people, it kind of slows down here. People start selling. And then more people start selling because they get scared. The team doesn't know what to do. They try to make a call, but the chart is not looking good. And it just goes down and looks like a pump and dump. The classic pump and dump. The way market makers work, once again, is when the token comes out, they inject their own liquidity to start a pump and to, make it look, they're just creating FOMO. People see, oh, damn, it's pumping. They start telling their friends, their alpha groups, Twitter, everybody's, whoa, it's pumping. It's going to 10 million. We have to jump in here. So they start pumping it. And right at this point, the market maker starts selling. They start, creating a resistance that is impossible to break through, specifically because they're setting up to make this pattern that we just talked about, to create a floor. If it just goes up like that, people are going to make too much money. People are going to sell too much that nobody's going to be able to stop it. The chart is ruined. So they start selling here, whatever they bought on this start of the pump. They start making money for their treasury as a project. And, people are kind of like, okay, maybe it's not pumping. Okay, they kind of stop buying it, People that bought down here start exiting slowly. So we're building a new floor, Now the floor is right here. The market maker is holding this floor with the profits they've made up here. And people that bought down here are exiting. People that bought here are now holding the floor together with the team. So they create some kind of news, they start a little pump, people start FOMOing again, and they stop it again. The market maker bought down here, started selling here, made some money, now it goes down, and they're holding the floor again. And every time they make sure that the new floor is higher than the previous floor to make those key levels to create this pattern. And at the same time, they're creating a proper key levels with people that are not in profit for too much, so they're not going to be actually dumping. They still let people make money. There's people that bought here and sold here. There's people that, maybe they bought at all-time high here, but they're going to end up, they're going to be able to sell up here. But, that's why you need to diamond hand it a little bit. So here's an example of how a market maker works. There's a team and they create bullish news and bullish events. And that's like a gas pedal in your car. And market maker is like the gear shifts. If you have a car with no gears, you're just gonna gas the pedal. You're gonna, the RPMs are gonna go to 8,000, but you're not gonna go fast. You're gonna go 20 miles per hour. But once you have the gear shifts, you can efficiently spread the power and speed up normally. That is what market maker is. The team is the gas pedal. They just, they give car the gas to drive, and market makers make sure that the capital is being used efficiently and that the chart is looking apeable all the time. So yeah, right when I called it here at 2 million, it was, with 98% chance of probability, I could see that market makers were into it, because also you look at volumes. Every single 1 hour candle has, 200, 300K volume, 150, 300, 400. There's constant volume. That is a good sign, because if there's no market maker, organic buyers do not really buy up and down as much. The chart does not look as alive. There's going to be a lot of like empty candles, and yeah, it just looks like the token is kind of abandoned. There's not much interest in it. When you pump volume into it properly, it looks like there's constant interest of people buying and selling. Yeah, so I called it 2 million. We went up to 8, almost 4x, a little less than 8. Whoever took profit, in fact, I know a lot of people that took profit from my community, made good money, happy for them. I know I took my profits. If you didn't take profits, I mean, this is a skill issue. You should really learn your exit strategy. Another really important tip that you need to remember is you don't want to become a bag holder. There's a lot of stories of people posting, oh my God, I sold this token, I could have made 500K. Instead of, I only made 20K. I'm such a paper hand. No, they're not paper hands. And that is, not the correct approach. It makes people FOMO and think incorrectly, transforming them into bag holders in the future. Just because, 1 out of 50 tokens that you held before, did like 100x, doesn't mean that you selling at 3, 4, 5x is incorrect. Because if he would be holding every single other token the same way, 48 out of 50 other tokens would just go down to 0, and he would actually end up losing money and not making, any profit. So taking profits is not incorrect. Like, always leave a moon bag. That is correct. But do not become a bag holder and just never sell. This like, take initials, understand key levels, understand that the chart is being painted. The only, times it's not being painted is if the meme is too viral. Let's say Peanut, for example. It went crazy all over American news. Trump was talking about it. Elon Musk was talking about it. Like, there was no time to paint anything on the chart, to control the chart. We just have to go full gas because everybody's buying into this. So, we'll just figure it out later. Let's just freaking fly. But most of the time, the charts are going to look like this. And this is, this is right about the correct zone where you want to enter and where you're like 90% chance you're going to end up making money, because the whole setup for a full day was being created just for this pump to happen. So this is just one of the examples because people, keep asking me, and I thought this is a really good example for my first video and for a lot of newcomers to understand how market makers work, how meme coins work, and how the market works. It's, yeah. So in the future, I'm gonna do way more overviews like that. I'm gonna go deeper into all the other strategies there are to launching tokens, to how market makers work, all the market dynamics. So don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and if you found this useful, follow me, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.